Hello everyone and welcome back to FC Gamepad. No, your eyes do not deceive you. This is not EAFC or FIFA. This is PES 21. I thought it was about time that I featured a Pro Evolution Soccer game on the channel, as I have played these games before, but not for a long while. I have played this one, but it's probably been about 2 years since I even picked it up, and then it wasn't extensive, so I will probably suck at this, but we're going to give it a go. I'm not running any mods, so the teams are mostly the Konami non-licensed teams and leagues, but for the sake of this one-off video, I will be controlling Arsenal, who are a licensed team in the game, and I will be taking on Manchester United, another one of the licensed teams. I'm not playing the hardest difficulty because, well, I'm gonna suck at this anyway, so but it's not the easiest either. I'm gonna pitch around professional and see how it goes. So yeah, without further ado, it's something a little different. It's Arsenal versus Manchester United. Let's see how we get on.
Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. The Emirates Stadium in all its glorious modernity, this symbol of new Arsenal, the Arsenal of the 21st century. Mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides. A treat for everybody here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
Got things underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, a player who's learned fast for me is Luke Shaw, a fullback who likes to involve himself in matters at the offensive end of the pitch, but he covers the ground with speed and a good work ethic, so I think he's coming on really well.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Cavani, shot at goal! That's a half-decent try.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Rashford. Pogba. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. In he goes again! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
The defence did very well to be able to close him down in numbers like that. They basically suffocated his hopes.
Saka. And here's El Neni. Hits one! He scored!
What a great way to start the game, to spark the game. I mean, the captain has basically triggered a contest that should be even livelier than we anticipated. Get your seatbelts on, this could be rather exciting. The invitation was received with such a clever run. and he had that defence in utter confusion. Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what are they trying to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
McTominay. And the finish! He scores! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
What a great finish, but how about the touch? It just allowed him to put the ball exactly where he wanted it, and the rest became a formality.
Across the field it goes. First quarter of an hour gone. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Fred. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, has a goal! In towards the middle. Tierney has overhit it. El Neni with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Fred. McTominay. An untidy challenge, free kick given. Just the talking to, I think. Yes, it is. And it's Cavani. Goes for it! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
McTominay has created one goal already. Pogba. It's Pogba! This could fall anywhere. Cavani. Cavani! Oh, that's a waste. El Neni. Saka. Saka drives forward with purpose. A really good feat. Pumps it, a towering header! And he's there to make a great save. El Neni. Saka. And the shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Fred. Shaw. And here's Pogba. Neni. Saka. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Aubameyang. Forward it goes. And there's the end of the first half. Well, it has been an even contest, as the scoreline suggests, and it has been more than decent to watch. It's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each.
So not the worst first half there, at least it's not 5-0, just trying to feel my way into this a bit. But it was a decent start with that early goal from Aubameyang, but it didn't take long for them to peg my lead back. It's definitely totally different to EAFC. Defending is something I'm definitely going to need to learn and perfect on this game, for sure. I think I'm going to make a few adjustments at half-time and see what we can do with the tactics and formation to mix things up in the second half. So let's get back to it.
And so we're off again. Wan-Bissaka. Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Trying to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Lindelof plays it forward. Cavani. It's Cavani! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Now it's Pogba. It's the through ball. Goes for goal! And he's done it!
Well, that's what the top players do. The ability to seize the initiative at crucial times in the game. And now this second half has a completely different outlook. Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front. They really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Lenny. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Tierney. Some good play on the left-hand side now. Has a hit! A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
Still they trail, and time is ticking away. And Lenny. Tierney. David Luiz. Tries to get it forward quickly. And Lenny. This could and the shot! Just off target.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
And here's Cavani! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Aubameyang is now the subject of some adhesive marking.
Well, his stealth has been compromised because of his goal, and his treatment from here looks as if it could get a little tighter.
Tierney. And he's cut it out. McTominay. Wan-Bissaka. Bruno Fernandes. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Fred goes looking. Rashford. Going for goal! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Now it's Cavani. Cavani has a pop! It's bounced out! Hit with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Has a hit! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Aubameyang has been withdrawn here, but he's certainly made his mark.
Well, has he done enough since his goal? Is the feeling that he's lost his appetite for another? It's difficult to be sure exactly what the thinking is, but his race is certainly run now.
Here's Cavani. Who's ball? Who's going to get there? Wan-Bissaka gets it back. Arsenal must do something here, and very quickly.
Look, their path is... It's Rashford!
Should have put that one away.
Rashford was totally aware of how that chance could have impacted on the game, and that should have gone in.
The referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Willian. Now it's Cavani. Wan-Bissaka tries lifting it over. Bruno Fernandes. And the finish! Bruno Fernandes. McTominay. Good challenge, he just stood firm.
Time is ticking away, and they're playing as if they're defending a lead.
He's had a goal! Really well taken goal. We thought it was over. It's all square once more.
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning breakaway.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. When most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
All square again. That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
I don't think either manager can have any complaints really, because nobody quite pushed for the winning goal, and it always lacked that spark.
So to clarify, extra time will follow.
Wow, well, we started that second half so poorly. Man United probably should have buried us a long time ago, but Nketiah, the substitute, equalises in the dying embers of the game to take us into extra time. And now it really is anybody's game.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Arsenal did fantastically well to force extra time, having been on the brink of defeat in normal time. In fact, you could say they're the better off of the two teams, at least psychologically. Luis plays it forward. Good clearance and very necessary. Just brushed off the ball there. Pogba goes on a run down the left wing. And Lenny. Now it's Willian. Great leap! No, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, maybe the tension around this game played a part in that, because he should have put them ahead then.
Bailly. Fred tries to get it forward quickly. And here's Cavani. Luis battles to win it back. Arsenal have it back and they can go again. Manchester United are keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
Nketiah. Fire on the volley! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Tierney. And here's Willian. Goes for goal! That's a real chance missed. Wan-Bissaka drives it forward. Yeah, he's fouled him there. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Lindelof. Quick ball forward. And out to safety. Tierney. Forward it goes. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Wan-Bissaka. McTominay. And here's Rashford. Now it's... He's gone for it! Gorgeous from Cavani! Late in the day! This could well be it! Oh, high quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second. He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat. Oh, this is fully deserved for me because they've shown great heart and spirit. It's there to win from here, or dare I say, throw it away now.
Could be a has a pop! And the ball's come out! The ball's loose, and he's after it. Pogba with good energy in defence as well.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Cavani. Oh, should have put that away. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Goes for it! Gets wrestled off the ball. Willian. He could be... Tries a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Fred. And he just whacks it away. Tries to get it forward quickly. Fred attempts a clearance.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue the situation.
Face to face with the keeper.
Manchester United can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Lindelof. And it's Pogba. Rashford. Ceballos. David Luiz. Arsenal have to get it into the box and quickly. Williams cross. Bailly knocks it away. And that is that. Arsenal just couldn't kill it off. They let their opponents back into it and let it get away. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused, and the crowd seemed to pick up on this early on, and it just created a kind of negative vibe around the whole stadium, and I think this performance was one best deleted from the memory bank now.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
So it's Manchester United who win in extra time, and it's Cavani who leaves with the match ball. I certainly enjoyed myself, even if it wasn't a win. Hope you enjoyed the game as well and seeing something a little different than our usual FC content. If you did enjoy it, leave me a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. It will really help me out, and let me know down in the comments if you would like to see more PES content in the future. I believe they do have a fully licensed Euro 2020 tournament on here, so I would be definitely up for doing a little series on that if you would like to see it. Is it better than FC 26? Certainly elements of the game feel better despite it being an older game. The pace is very balanced and the players do feel like they are more weighty somehow. I'm sure if you had the PC version and you could run some of these mods that I've seen, you know, with all the licenses and different effects, it would be sensational, and it would certainly give EA some competition. That said, I do enjoy FC 26 for the most part, and this year's game, for me at least, is a step in the right direction. But yeah, wouldn't it be great to live in a world where a non-exclusive license existed for all of these game developers so they could really push each other to make the best games possible? But what do you guys think? Do you enjoy PES or eFootball better than FC 26? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time guys, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one.